In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Homebrew on Mac OS Sonoma. Chances are, if you found this video, you already know what Homebrew is, but just in case you don't, Homebrew bills itself as the missing package manager for Mac OS. Homebrew is used frequently by software developers and Mac power users to install helpful utilities that are not included in Mac OS already. There are a lot of tutorials out there for this, and it's simple to do, but most of the tutorials I saw already had it installed and weren't going through the full process, so I thought this might be nice to do from a clean install. I won't be covering in detail all that Homebrew can do with this video, and I'll cut out any periods where you have to wait to keep the video short. I'm starting from a clean install of macOS, as I said, so let's get started installing Homebrew now. First, I'm going to open a browser and go to brew.sh. Now, front and center here on this page, you can see the command that you need to copy and paste into a terminal in order to install Homebrew. Now, this command will do everything for you. You just click this copy button to easily copy the script, and we'll paste that into a terminal here in a moment. Before we do that, I want to explain that you should normally be careful when you see a command like this. You don't want to just download random scripts from the internet and run them, so they can do some harmful things. In this case, I trust Homebrew. It's a well-known piece of software, so I'm going to go ahead and perform this installation here. Now, I need to open a terminal, so I'm going to use Spotlight, enter terminal, and I will make it bigger to make it easier to see. And I need to paste in that command and press return. Now, first it's going to require administrator access to be able to perform this installation, so enter your password and press return. Now, on a clean system, I do not have the Xcode command line tools installed. If you're not seeing this prompt here to install this, then you already have it installed, or maybe you already have Xcode installed, so you just press return to go ahead and install this dependency of Homebrew. This takes a little while to install, so I will cut the video here to remove this waiting part, and I'll pick it back up when more progress is happening. Okay, the command line tools have finished installing, and the rest of the installation process for Homebrew is going on now. I think that took about maybe 2 minutes, and the rest of this process has just now finished. Now you can see it's printing out some helpful information here, but it says installation was successful. The next steps are to run this command in the terminal. So we'll copy this. This will make it so that way Homebrew works as we expect it to down the road. Okay, now Xcode is now installed. We can close this terminal, we can reboot our machine, we can come back. It should work as expected here. So one of the commands that you will frequently do in Homebrew is to install software. I'm going to demo how to install a utility real quick. We'll say brew install htop. So this will go and download htop and any of its dependencies, install those on the system, and make them available to use. So now I can run the command htop and see that this utility is installed and is working. You press Q to quit htop, and we can say brew list to see what all has been installed by Homebrew. It includes htop and its dependency ncurses. Another thing you might want to do is search for what you can install. So we'll say brew search, how about Firefox? And here we can see a few of the search results for Firefox. So I could install Firefox, I can install many other applications or utilities using Homebrew here. Now let's say I don't want htop installed anymore. Say brew uninstall htop. And just like that, it's gone. So if I try to run htop, that doesn't exist anymore. So hopefully this helps you get Homebrew up and running quickly.